It's time! It's time! It's JFW time!
Alright guys, so this time I'm going to step the ring with the greatest faction in podcast history. Just Figure Wrestling, the JFW Podcast, hosted by Travis D.
And I am Nubby, the amazing turtle.
Nubby, it's weird to think that there wasn't a whole lot happening for our episode here tonight. Other than POW having their show last weekend. Apparently, POW having to show up this coming weekend. For some reason, I thought it was the following weekend. Really, Rocket Pro is the biggest thing we're going to talk about here tonight.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to do the predictions on Backlash because that is also happening this Saturday. But I mentioned last week that there's a guest that I'm going to bring on, and he's going to be here in a little bit as soon as we wrap up this whole Backlash predictions and stuff like that. You yourself, again, total faith. Total trust. You yourself also have a guest that you brought with you tonight.
I did.
So, I'm not going to fucking introduce him because I don't even fucking want him here. But, if you want to introduce him, feel free to do so. Otherwise, you can sit there in silence for all I care.
Well, without any further ado, I guess we can call him the three-time podcast guest of JFW. And with all in a month, this is you.
That's my cue. All right. We're live, pal. It is PX, and I am back on JFW to talk with you guys.
Nubby, you never would have fucking done that, before you became a member of that fucking club.
It's not a club, it's a way of life.
No, it's not. It's barely even a club. It's not even a fucking social gathering. Oh my god. Anyways, yes, Pac-Man is here from the Lovely Intoxicated Men. Which I'm fine with. We are talking about Rocket Pro Wrestling after all, and who knows more about Rocket Pro Wrestling than the fucking Mark who doesn't miss a show?
Well, actually, it's Pat.
Don't interrupt, Turtle.
Have you ever missed one Rocket Pro show?
Not this season. This is the first year I haven't.
Oh, so you have missed one at least.
I've missed a few. I didn't start going until, right before the pandemic. And then we were kind of going on and off last season, but this season we've been there every single show.
Gotcha. I'm gonna try to help you out here, Pac-Man. Take your glasses and push them up on your nose a little bit. Maybe you'll sound less of a nasally fuck with that shit pinching your nose shut.
I blame allergies and no coast.
They are allergies.
I'm allergic to no coast.
Well, we're going to talk about No Coast, obviously, tonight when we talk about Rocket Pro. Huge card coming up. Season finale show happening this Saturday. But, again, I want to wait for other guests to come on. So there's more of a relevant discussion for Rocket Pro. More of a classiness to the episode. Trying to make it more, undeniable, if you will. But before we do any of that, I got to mention that this episode is brought to you by CarterComics.com. It's your one-stop shop for all your comic needs, whether it be graded or raw. Carter Comics has got them all. Go to CarterComics.com. Check out all their amazing products, whether, again, graded, raw. They got Funkos now. They got a couple T-shirts. A little more merchandise as they're growing their store. Fill your card up with all their amazing products, and you can use the discount code FREAKNET, FREAKNET. You'll save 10% on your entire purchase. Now, there are some people out there who love using eBay for purchasing whatever they feel they need to purchase. That's fine. CarterComics.com has 4 different eBay accounts that they run. You can find links to all of them on their homepage at CarterComics.com. Head over to their eBay pages, Buy what you want, bid on it, win it, buy it outright, whatever you want to do. Our discount code works over there as well. Again, 10% on your entire order from CarterComics.com. Use the discount code FreakNet. Discount codes are better than promo codes. And why are they better, Turtle?
Because you can use it over and over and over and over. Kind of like me. Over and over and over. Not Joey Roth. Over and over and over. Did I mention over?
Exactly. You did, and I'm proud of you. That's right. Our discount code can be used on any purchase from now into the future. Promo codes you use one and done, and Carter Comics wanted to give you guys more. So if you look to purchase something this month, use the discount code. Next month, discount code. Following month, discount code. Next year, discount code. Tonight, discount code. 10% off your purchase anytime. Discount code. FreakNet, 10%. Go ahead, CarterComics.com. CarterComics.com is a proud sponsor of FreakNet Studios. Okay. Pac-Man, I'm going to let you experience some amazing moments here in JFW by, if you feel free, if you like, giving you the option. You sit and shut the fuck up, or you can participate. If you would like to predict along with us for Backlash, you're more than welcome to.
I will predict along with you guys. Why not?
Excellent. All right, I'm just going to run through this real quick. So we got Matt Riddle, Kevin Owens. Is it Matt? Yeah, Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn taking on the Bloodline.
Ooh. I'm going to go with Riddle and Owens and Zayn.
I'm also going to go with Riddle, Owens, and Zayn.
Riddle. What are you doing? Don't scurry
I forgot
around.
I didn't have a charger.
Don't scurry around. 1 second. We don't 1 second this fucking show. This is the greatest fucking co-host in podcast history, folks, right here. 1 second. I gotta get a fucking plug for my laptop.
It's just like a hang on guy.
Yeah. People think I'm the fucking horrible person here. Hang on. No. People now know that you have to shuffle around and plug fucking laptops in because you don't plan ahead. God, did your mom forget to leave that part on the note that she left you to do dishes and vacuum the fucking floor, clean up after the dog and possibly yourself because you look like the kind of person who don't lift the seat when you pee? Correction, you don't need to because you probably sit when you do it. Anyways.
I'm going to do that all.
I'm going to go Bloodline. I think this is something that's supposed to help Solo get over because realistically, I don't think there's going to really be much more because Riddle's obviously got drafted over to Raw. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, we don't know yet. Bloodline, we obviously know is on SmackDown minus the Usos. So realistically, we don't know where everyone's going to end up outside, of Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn or, the Usos. Because actually, I still don't know what they're doing as tag team champions wise. And if they're splitting, having separate teams for separate shows, being separate champions, or what. That obviously hasn't been a decision made yet. But I think this is more for a Solo over thing and possibly even to lead into more Solo Sikoa shows. So I'll go Bloodline on that. Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. Pac-Man, you can go first, man.
What was that match again?
I don't repeat myself.
Cody Lesnar.
There we
I'm going to go Cody.
Okay. My turn.
Okay.
The rotation here, bro. My turn. I'm also going to go Cody.
Cody. Upset victory.
Okay. SmackDown Women's Champion Rhea Ripley taking on Zelina Vega. I'm going to go Ripley.
Ripley.
It's not your turn.
Oh.
Do neither one of you people know what a rotation is? Do you see how we're doing this?
Now I do. We're good.
God. Just staring at you fucking people. You're just the same damn person. Goofy facial hair, glasses, smirking. I'll put it down anyways. Pac-Man wants Ripley. Turtle?
I want Ripley.
Okay.
Not just to win.
I mean, who fucking doesn't, right? Seth freaking Rollins versus Omos for some reason. Go ahead, Turtle.
Shit. I don't even know the story behind that.
There's no story. They just made the fucking match. There's no story.
So,
even Seth Rollins is, even Seth is like, why?
I will go with Seth Rollins. I mean, there's no way they're doing anything with Omos.
Yeah. Pac-Man?
Gonna go with Omos.
Oh, there we go. I went with Seth freaking Rollins. U.S. Championship, Austin Theory, Bronson Reed, Bobby Lashley. Pac-Man?
I'm gonna say Bobby Lashley.
I'm gonna go with Bobby Lashley, too.
I'm going with Theory.
Raw Women's Championship match. Bianca Belair versus Io Sky. I'm gonna go Bianca. Turtle?
Bianca.
Pac-Man?
Bianca.
Alright, finally, Bad Bunny versus Damien Priest. Turtle?
It's such a goofy match.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny.
Fuck yeah, it is. Pac-Man?
Bad Bunny.
Yeah, I'm going Bad Bunny, too. Useless pay-per-view. Yeah, that was fucking painless. Let's see if my other guess is ready yet. Nah. Well, talk about POW. Let's get that done. We don't have the results. That's on them. Well, we can run through the match card here real quick.
Oh, if you want the results, go to their podcast.
I know, right? There you go fucking to, what the fuck is it called? Fucking Hillwhackers show or whatever.
Hilljack. Oh.
Yeah. Bojack.
All right. So, POW Entertainment has a show that's coming Saturday. I know it's the same night as Rocket Pro. But I know there's people out there, they have their taste. That's fine. And there's people that just don't want to travel. So, if you're not looking to drive out to Joliet, which I don't know why you wouldn't, why not? American Legion Post, 703 North Route 12 in Fox Lake. So if you're in the area of Fox Lake, Wisconsin, whatnot, go to POW if you want, if you don't want to travel. Doors open at 6 p.m., bell time is 7. General admission tickets are in advance for $15 via their Facebook page by clicking the link. Front row is sold out. What else is new? You can never get a front row seat up there anymore.
At POW?
Yeah.
Oh, when you have fucking 16 front row seats, you kind of sell out pretty fucking quick.
Yeah. And then, yeah. There was at that moment of writing this note, there were 125 seats left. So, who knows if there's any more left after writing this down? But you could always find out. All right, let's do this. Oh, by the way, this is the last stop before it's the last stop on the road to Summer Explosion, which takes place in June. Midwest title is on the line is the Fans Lumberjack match. The fans get to be lumberjacks. But you have to pay to be a lumberjack.
What?
Yeah. It's a special thing where you pay $10 to be a lumberjack. At the moment.
Hold on. So, there's gonna be fucking fans technically working the show. In a way, being booked to be lumberjacks. We're going to pay the company to work the show.
Yes.
Fucking brilliant. Because they probably still got to buy a ticket.
I think so. You want to know brilliant? When we get off the air, I'll tell you an interesting story that is related to that. But I don't want to say it on the air because I don't want the backlash on it. There's 8 spots left at the moment I wrote this down. Mm-hmm. So it's for the Midwest title, Kazile versus Mason Perks. Kazile's still the Midwest champion defending the title. For the POW heavyweight title, Hunter Payne, the POW heavyweight champion, will be taking on Tommy McCobb. Not Macabre. McCobb. I even took out the re when I wrote this down. Paulie Tomaselli, one of our favorite Tomasellis, will be taking on Jason Dukes. Heroes of Our Times will be taking on Sean Priest and Acid Jazz. We all know Acid Jazz. Hot chocolate. There will be a Keys to the Kingdom qualifier royal. Mm-hmm. Noise, Booze, and Tattoos, which is Scott Spade and Rough Crossing, taking on the Revolution of Jimmy Blaze and Eric Freedom. The IPA will be taking on the Mass Marauder and Xavier Default. And then Trog the Caveman, who I played Caveman in the Middle with recently, will be taking on frontman Jay Scott. Nice. And that is your card for the upcoming POW. Last stop on the road to Summer Explosion. Awesome. Again, at 703 North Route 12 in Fox Lake. Doors open at 6, bell time is 7. General admission tickets are $15 in advance and via the Facebook page. And voila.
Perfect. Alright, I'm going to try doing this. I pray to God it doesn't screw up the recording, but we'll sure as hell give it a shot.
Working on the fly.
Yeah, it was fun though.
Do a little drum roll?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know what the hell's going on. God, I hope I don't screw this up, but we sure as hell will find out.
It's funny. You went over here, you went over there. I'm still up there. Good old technology. Yeah, so.
I'm not sure. All I know is because Skype used to be so much fucking simpler, and I just don't fucking know how well this will fucking work. Because
he was added.
Yeah, so he's showing he should pop in. Because what does it mean unavailable? Oh, the motherfucker said he was available. Because right now it says it's still showing to stop recording on Skype, but it's not counted out anymore. So I don't fucking know. But wow, you guys talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Let me get this figured out. Let's see how good of a co-host you really are, Pac-Man.
Got it.
Yeah. You got any news?
I'm already fucking bored of you.
So, I do have news actually. So, before Rocket Pro on Saturday, they will be hosting Fan Axxess, which is an additional $5 added on to your ticket.
Whoa. We're not talking about Rocket Pro yet until my guest gets here.
Oh, I'm getting ahead of it. I was very excited. I had news.
Oh.
It was related.
You got news that we're already going to talk about. God, you fucking failure.
You said news.
No wonder you're sent to the basement.
Hey, that was the only unit that was available when I rented.
Well, let me ask you a question then, as I'm still trying to get this all figured out. How come L.I.M doesn't sit front row at Rocket Pro?
Good question. Usually...
I know it's a good question, because I'm fucking good at this.
So, usually they are reserved first. We usually do it for, like, special occasions. But we, typically like to sit further in the back. Don't want to necessarily like be the center of attention. We want to be loud, but we don't want to like take away from anything going on in the ring.
So you don't want to be like the Rocket Boys?
No comment.
Or White Girl Wasted, for that matter.
Definitely not White Girl Wasted. I won't say no comment for that.
Fuck Santino, bro.
He's just something else. And he doesn't listen to the show, Travis. I took care of that for you while you were gone the other week you were gone.
Oh yeah, did you tell him to go fuck himself?
I sure did.
Yeah, because I sure as hell listened to his fucking little videos he puts on Facebook. I don't know why it looks like that dude always has to take a shit every time he fucking makes videos. But it's like, goddamn, bro, quit clenching your fucking jaw and just fucking talk.
So our guest said...
DC Shaw. What?
Our guest said that it's updating.
Classy.
It's a classy update.
Classy fucking update. Well,
was there any L.I.M news?
Any L.I.M news? So, I will say this. We may have an announcement coming up, but we need people's help. We promised that 200 likes and 200 follows by the end of Kicks on 66, and we'll make a major announcement the next day on May 7th. So be sure to like us on Facebook at the Lovely Intoxicated Men, Rocket Pro Wrestling Superfans. We need 9 more likes. We are almost there. And we're not going to be able to make this announcement without anybody's help. So give us a like.
I'm going to wait till you get to 200 and I'm going to unlike your fucking page.
That's rude.
Just so it drops down to 199 again.
Hey, didn't I hear you were like a top fan of us or something?
I'm a top fan of fucking anything that's wrestling. Probably not a top fan of yours lately with all the stupid shit you guys are posting.
Stupid shit? No, we never post stupid shit.
Rumor, major name may be at RPW Kicks on 66. What, the fucking owner? Ooh.
Well, here's the thing. He might go to it.
He might. He always says that.
Yeah. You know, it's big rumor and innuendo that Bill Shelley may be at Rocket Pro Wrestling Kicks on 66.
Wrestle a clean match or draw 25.
That was Tony Gabagool. You're ripping on your favorite member of the L.I.M.
Remember when you could dunk a cookie in frosting?
Tony Gabagool.
Rion Skills parks his car.
Okay, that one was me.
That was funny.
Clearly.
It's easy. It's so easy.
It's probably true.
Who knew that the Gila Monster has met the Beatles?
Yeah, because coat rack. It's the coat rack now.
So the guest says try again. Did you tell that train to shut up?
Shut up, train!
The hell? Are you a hobo or some shit?
How'd you know the basement is secretly a boxcar this whole time? I just didn't want to tell you guys. You got me.
Yeah, well. Remind me when we're done recording, I can tell you an inappropriate story about trains. It's fucking fun.
Okay.
Speaking of stories,
if it wasn't 2023, I'd 100% tell it, but I don't want to be canceled and shit.
Oh yeah.
Fair.
So here's a good one. So the other night, I slept through drag racing down my block.
So it's just a bunch of dudes in dresses running around?
No, not that kind. Not that kind of drag. What the hell?
What the hell, Bobby?
Now we're canceled. So they were at this church, which is now known. It is not a regular Catholic church anymore. It is a mosque, and for some reason, these people, just regular old random people, decided to do some donuts and, skid marks and everything all in the church, drive over people's lawns, and I slept right through that shit. It's right down the block. How did I sleep through it? Usually I can wake up to that.
Well, maybe from being sick and, hanging out at fucking Six Flags.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Did you see Mr. Six while you were there?
No.
I miss him.
Who?
The old man that used to dance during the Six Flags commercials. He drove the bus, picked up everybody, took him to Six Flags, like a nice, grandpa,
You mean, yeah. Do you know that was a woman?
Was it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It was a woman portraying an old man dancing.
I never knew that.
Right. Childhood fucking ruined.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah, you can Google it if you don't believe me. But,
this is exclusive content you can only get on Just Freaking Wrestling.
The JFW Podcast. All right, well, why? Still what? Listen, you don't question him.
Oh, come on.
Shit.
I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna be cool about this. He is my boss, and I love him very much.
Because he's a great guy. Classiest man in classiest man in all of pro wrestling. Mr. Undeniable himself, Damien Saint, is here. What are you drinking there, buddy?
Miller G.
Oh, fucking classy. Fucking classy. What are you drinking, Nubby? Water?
Water.
Yeah.
Pac-Man?
Fucking old style?
Old style.
Yeah.
What are you drinking?
Arnold Palmer.
Good man.
So I'm the only one that's drinking alcohol tonight.
No, it's just tea and lemonade.
Oh.
The idea of doing this show early enough today was to get to the gym as soon as we're done and at least get an hour of cardio and shit in. But I'm not going to.
1 second. Let me center the camera because I realize I'm not centered.
Dude, I got all the time in the world for you. No problem. Take your fucking time. Fucking Pac-Man's over here fucking crushing it.
At least he's
doing good.
Yeah. Is that beer number 2 there, Pac-Man?
Trace, I had another with dinner.
I know they got meetings for people like you.
Alright, that's better.
Yeah, we go to wrestling shows.
Okay, Rocket Pro Wrestling is this Saturday. Nubby, I'm not going to take away any things that you do, so go ahead and mention start time, location, and all that stuff. We'll start there at least.
All right. If I can get to the right page.
Oh, hell's bells. Guys, we're joined by Damien Saint, General Manager of Rocket Pro Wrestling, a dear friend of mine, one dude who's truly classy, and that's undeniable. And you know Pac-Man's here. So, okay, go ahead, Turtle.
All right. So, this Saturday, not April, we're in May now, aren't we?
God damn.
We're in May. Holy crap. Where is it?
Finale, Turtle.
Is your boss making you nervous there, buddy?
A little bit.
Is it knife and fork? You thinking about cook you and eat some turtle stew?
I saw that one
Turtle
coming.
stew sounds really good right now. I haven't had that in a while.
Yeah, I'll be sure to stay away from you so I don't become turtle soup. All right, so May the 6th is this Saturday, and it's Rocket Pro Wrestling presents Kicks on 66. Now, before the show even begins, before doors even open, there's a special Fan Axxess starting at noon at St. Joe's Park, 700 Theodore Street. Now, it's only $5 to get into Fan Axxess. You can hang out with the wrestlers, the staff, the GM. The L.I.M will be there. The Power Hour. Half of the JFW will be there, or all of JFW.
That's not what I'm doing Saturday yet. I don't know yet.
So it'll be a surprise if you show up.
Here's the one thing I'll tell you, Nubby. I don't like people.
Oh, we know that.
I mean, every time I associate with people, I get people like fucking Pac-Man. You know,
Hey, I consider that glass half full.
Back in the day, I used to enjoy, talking to fans, people running up to me like, hey, aren't you Travis T? I'm like, yeah, I am. And then I went to a Rocket Pro show, met this fucking mess, and now I'm telling, fucking children to fuck themselves. So, realistically, awesome fucking show, awesome fucking wrestling. Fans, on the other hand, I don't know. It's just like, I just never knew that you could fit so many mouth breathers into one fucking building until I seen Rocket Boys, White Girl Wasted, L.I.M. But I'm definitely going to be at the show. I just haven't figured out what capacity I'm going to be at the show. That's a discussion between me and Damien. We're talking.
All right. Well, I look forward to it, whatever you're going to do.
But you're going to be there. You got your own table, right? You're going to put out your merch?
I'm going to put out my merch. I'm hoping to have new pictures.
Right? So Pac-Man can buy a new one?
Yeah, you ripped mine, Travis.
You
still
did.
haven't forgotten.
Right? Well, it's only $3 bro.
What's that?
All
Did
sales
Turtle give you a
final.
refund?
All sales final.
I didn't even get a You didn't even give me my $3 back.
Wow.
I had to think about it.
Damn
Realistically,
product. You don't give a refund. Wow.
you got about $2.80 worth of it back. So, realistically, you're fine.
Turtle, come on. I can go to a liquor store, get out the door, drop a six-pack by pure accident, walk back in, and 9 times out of 10, the cashier's going to see what happened and goes, just grab another six-pack. You couldn't give a new picture? You couldn't give a refund? You just, sat there and went, fuck you, Pac-Man?
He did that, actually.
Turtle.
Well, wait a minute.
I thought
Travis did that, not Turtle.
This is the world we live in. This is the world we live in. I destroy the pitcher. You're the bad guy.
Yeah, that's how it always happens. I'm the bad guy no matter what. But yeah, from noon, what the fuck? Noon to 4 p.m. to Fan Axxess, whole thing. Is there anything else that's going to be coming up during this access, Mr. GM? Like anything special? Hate to interrupt your steak.
Yeah, why don't you wait for him to quit?
It's all right. I'm here on your time.
Yeah.
So one of the things I will first be overseeing is I'm actually going to hold a couple press conferences about some of the matches. I kind of want the fans to kind of get more in-depth look of how much the people in the locker room hate each other.
True.
Yeah.
We do hate each other.
Well, definitely. Obviously.
It makes money, baby. It makes money.
Yeah. If you're a fan of Rock and Roll Wrestling, you've seen the shows, at least in the last 3 or 4 months. A lot of tension has been happening between a lot of people, and obviously some of those matches are gonna, a lot of those feuds and stuff may come to an end here as we go through the match card and everything. But obviously the biggest one is the Idols versus, Steve and Shelley. That kind of blew up last month, and but you look at Aaron Stone and all the shit that he's been all the problems he's been causing.
Excuse me?
Aaron Stone causing problems.
Oh, okay. Aaron Stone causing problems.
Yeah.
I thought you said something else. I wasn't sure.
No, come on. I've seen him. He's been inputting himself into nonsense, and he's mad that he has to.
On his last show, he came out and interrupted me. I want to talk about I was a dupe with Fan Axxess. But no. Aaron Stone had to come out and interrupt the good old GM.
Yeah, it's rude. Completely unacceptable. But yes, Fan Axxess. What? What are you coming? Were you going to say something, sir?
No, I said please continue.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, Fan Axxess, that starts at noon. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yep. So that starts at noon. Show starts at 4.
Or the regular doors open at 4. Bell time is still 5.
Gotcha.
I guess I should put this in more context. You can go to Fan Axxess, and you can purchase your tickets for the show early on, and be part of Fan Axxess. Altogether, so if you buy a front row ticket and get into Fan Axxess, that'll be $25. For general admission, it'll be $20. But if you don't go to Fan Axxess, just go into the show, then the ticket prices are at the normal price. So it'll be front row $20, $20, and then general admission $15.
Gotcha. Well,
you're adding $5 if you go to Fan Axxess.
I gotta believe with us being, I'm sorry, about 5 days out now from RPW, front row seats gotta be almost sold out.
Not really, because they don't do it in advance.
We don't do advanced sales, but we do advanced reservations.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
So usually by show day, we'd already been having front row reserved for probably 2-3 weeks already.
Yeah, because I remember there was one time I was looking to get a front row seat and they were all taken, and I respect that. I was like, you know what, Damien, that's fine. I came in late. Close to the point where I didn't even have a seat, but luckily Steve wasn't using his, so I was able to grab one. So that was completely cool. Pac-Man, I'm gonna be fair here. I saw something online that you're gonna have some big mass cult initiation thing happening.
So what Travis is referring to is the special L.I.M induction, aka the lovely intoxicated tailgate. We're going to be inducting Chet Gunderson, long-awaited induction of Chet Gunderson into the L.I.M, on top of several other Rocket Pro Wrestling staff, as well as Chelsea Gunderson. Now, we may have additional inductees during the lovely intoxicated tailgate. You just have to come and find out. And if you go to the lovely intoxicated tailgate, just know that it's going to be lit.
Lit. Sounds like a lie.
So, you mean to tell me I was inducted before Chet?
You were inducted before Chet. You were inducted. Yes, you were. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But Chet was kidnapped.
I knew there would be a but.
Yeah,
there's
always
a
a but.
Yeah.
That means you didn't want to be inducted first, Turtle.
Well, here's the thing.
That's what but means is, if Chet was there at time, it would have been Turtle. But since Chet was gone, I guess we can go with Turtle. You know, Turtle, you deserve better than that.
100%.
You deserve more respect than that from the fans.
Especially as an RPW champion.
Can I offer a rebuttal?
No.
Turtle, can I offer a rebuttal?
No.
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 You think it's a goddamn democracy, kid?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Well,
you're one click away from being removed.
Long enough.
Can I offer a rebuttal? All I know is that you're putting on this glamorous fucking induction for Gunderson and his daughter. All Turtle got was just a Facebook video. Why wasn't he brought to this big intro? I don't want your reasonings. We're fine. I'm just gonna keep putting shit out there in the world. So
You're just asking the questions.
That's how I live my life here, bro. This is what happens when you fucking host a podcast. You can do shit like that. You can tell your guests to shut up. I've done that several times. It's amazing. The power I wield is ridiculous. But I want to dive into the matches because there are quite a few matches that we want to talk. And I do want to do a little deep dive. Obviously, we're having Damien Saint here, the general manager of Rocket Pro Wrestling. One of the most undeniable, classiest guys I've ever fucking met in my life. And then this other kid. I want to get your views and opinions on all these matches and everything. So, Turtle, if you got the match card in front of you, let's start from the beginning and work our way through this.
All right. I'm going to go out of order because that's what I can do because it's my segment.
Turtle, you could have not said that and nobody would have known that. Nobody knows the order of the matches.
If they go to the website, they do.
Who even knows if that's going to be the proper order?
I'm just saying, I'm talking the order that I wrote it down.
I don't care how you wrote it down, just read it.
I'm going to.
Fewer words mean more.
Less is more. I know.
Look at Pat. I've never liked Pat more than I have in the last 45 seconds. Because he has not said one fucking word.
Hey, how about now?
Well,
Shut the fuck up.
I
God.
was waiting for that.
This man is trying to eat. Don't ruin his fucking meal.
Well, I'm gonna start off hot because I know I want to make Travis smile with this one because a certain somebody is part of this.
Perfect.
It's the fans bring the weapons match, which features No Coast versus No Coast, and Travis's favorite person is in the middle of it, or actually the reason for this to happen, I guess.
I just want her to yell at me once.
Just
to remember what love is like.
Fans bring the weapons. God, yeah. I swear, if I see one light tube, I am going off. Just saying. No Coast versus No Coast. Joey Blues and Brian Crazer versus DC Shaw and Trayvon Wolf. This is a long time coming. Is it going to end after this? And who's going to win? Who's going to die? Really? I
thought there was some stipulation that was made that like the loser can no longer be called No Coast or something like that, or did I just misinterpret that from somewhere?
Nothing I know of.
Okay, maybe I just
pay attention to No Coast.
Yeah. Maybe I just thought it, but obviously having the general manager here, quick question for you, sir. What was the importance of approving a match like this? I mean, we've all been around wrestling. We all know how bad weapon matches could go. I mean, this one seems a little bit a little bit safer because Santino's bringing toilet paper, Pac-Man's packing kazoos and shit. But we've always seen, the worst of what these matches could do. So what's the mindset in allowing something like this to happen?
The mindset is, I've never been the biggest Eric Bischoff fan, but I have believed in one thing he's always said, which is controversy creates cash.
Ooh, solid quote. Solid.
I'm not the biggest hardcore fan because growing up, I understood how ECW was. With ECW, you had some regular matches, but you also had a lot of hardcore matches. Unfortunately, when you do a hardcore match, week after week after week after week, you can only go so far until you literally kill someone. So for No Coast versus No Coast, and have all the fans come around and start bringing weapons so they can beat the holy hell out of each other for all work entertainment. If the fans want to see them bleed, they'll bring something. If they want to see one of them get hurt, they'll bring something. I'm more interested in what the fans are going to bring.
All right. Well, I'm guessing they're probably going to bring their best cookie sheets. Maybe that one chair that they have to sit on at dinner time next to their TV trays. Pac-Man, your home looks like a clutter fuck of garbage. You could probably bring I'm assuming that's a coffee pot back there.
No, I need that.
Yeah,
I need caffeine in the morning.
Yeah. Well, what kind of weapons is L.I.M planning on bringing? Can you share that with us?
So you already said something about the kazoos.
The kazoos, yeah.
Here's my thought process behind it, right? So, kazoos, they make noise, right? So let's say
that's literally all a kazoo does.
No, hold on, hear me out here. So DC Shaw,
you know what chairs do? It gives you a seat.
True, but here's the thing. Here's the thing with kazoos. So you have with one kazoo. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. So, Wolf in one ear, Shaw in the other ear, and then it completely destroys their equilibrium. It makes perfect sense. It makes them a little dizzy. Boom.
Wait. Hold on. Guys, let me address this one. You're going to use kazoos to disrupt their equilibrium. So they are a little bit dizzy. Do you understand a goddamn thing with the human body, you dumb son of a bitch? Holy shit! How the hell did you pass high school? How the hell did a woman even touch you? You know, it's probably a guy, and I don't want to know who it was. It was probably Chet for all I know. But anyway, you two can play your kazoos, do what the hell you want, but enough of the goddamn kazoos. Turtle, next goddamn match.
Oh, real quick. Damien, can I throw a pun out there?
Why not?
That weapon blows.
Okay, I don't like you, but I appreciated that.
Oh, Turtle's dying. Okay, next match. What we got?
A strap match. Bucky Collins versus Christian Rose.
Yeah, this from a couple months ago, I believe, is when they actually faced each other. Because last month was Pac-Man's dad taking on Backlash. Yeah. Strap match is a solid choice. Love strap matches. Now, is this a strap match where it's really just strapped together for a pin or the four-corner touch?
You know, I really have not decided yet. Maybe I'll decide day off.
Right? Maybe you have to do both. Just make it more complicated. No?
No. That'll take up more time.
Yeah, that's classy response. Look at this fucking dude crushing.
You know, I don't care what time the fans get home, but I care about what time I get home, and earlier the better.
That's true. And I do gotta say, I do love how Skype divided and put us with, the right people. I think that's wonderful.
Especially with blue, black.
That's right.
We're like a dysfunctional Brady Bunch.
Right. Amazing hair, other.
It's not what it looks like out
no
on
hair,
the
really.
side, though.
Yeah. Right?
Throwing it out.
You guys look identical as Nutty. It's like Turtle and his weird nephew that he has to hang out with because, his fucking sister asked him to because he has no real friends. Just take Pac-Man to the park, please. Anyone anything else you gotta say about the strap match? No? Cool. Next match.
All right. Outer Limits 2 out of 3 falls match. Gunner Brave versus Connor Hopkins.
When was this match booked? It was like 2 or 3 months ago, right? The challenge
2 months
made?
ago when Connor made the challenge.
Gotcha. Because I'm trying to figure out, because obviously I missed a couple shows here and there. Was that the same night where he had like that False Count Anywheres match or whatever, that Extreme Rules match or whatever? Or was it the following month? Right?
Are you talking about the match with Eric Dillinger?
I think so, yeah, where he went to like that barbed wire, like door frame.
That was February.
So it would have been March. So the month after.
Gotcha. Now I saw something posted on Rocket Pro where Gunner Brave hasn't lost a singles match in over 900 days. Is that correct?
Yeah.
God.
And Outer Limits champion for about 500 now, maybe.
Well, all good things come to an end eventually.
Yeah, I believe over 500 now.
See, that's the one thing I don't think I could do as a champion. I don't think I'm like count the days, because you could sit there and count the days all you want. I think it's more important to count the title defenses. And I mean, to me, you could be a champion for 1,000 days, but how many times did you defend the title?
Well, I mean, Max Howdy was the longest reigning SCW heavyweight champion all through the pandemic, and I don't care how many matches he defended and won it. The fact is he held it. That's the weird thing when it comes to independent wrestling, bro. I mean, like, you get a show once a month, so you hold a title for 500 days, you're looking at what? At the most 15, 16 title defenses? Give or take?
I think
At
that's
most, if you're running more than once a month.
Yeah, and I don't know a lot of companies that are going to be like, oh yeah, you're my champion here, but you could defend it at another show. That kind of that coincides with what we talked about last week about how, companies, instead of wanting to help each other, they want to, belittle and destroy each other, which doesn't make sense to me. But could you imagine how much more value championship belts will have if you were to defend it at other companies? Like if the ARW heavyweight champion was defended at DWA or, shit like that. We've seen it a little bit with POW and SCW, but, it's like I said, 500 some days is, it's roughly around a year and a half, maybe a little bit less. So you're looking at the most, like 18 title defenses if it's every single month.
I just look at it differently because when I won my first title, which was the Battle Royal title, I know some people think, oh, it's just the Battle Royal, who cares? Battle Royals are hard to do sometimes. Yeah. But point is, I won the title in November of 2018. We did not have a show in December. So I didn't defend it until January, and I had defended it about 4 or 5 more times after that until I got injured and had to give it up. But I just rather count the title defenses and if they were successful or not. I don't believe in counting days, months, years. To me, that's just crazy.
The days make it mean more, man. Because when you look at it, okay, so you look at the fact that he's held the title for 500 days. That means the dude never got injured for over a year and a half to where he has to forfeit a title. Obviously, it's at the, the title defenses are, determined by the guy who makes the match cards. Now, I think it was in December where Gunnar Brave was the 4th man in that 8-man tag match. We didn't defend the title then. He was in another match. So there's other things that, sometimes champions have to do.
I get that.
So if you sit there and if I was champion for a year and a half, but I only had 4 title defenses, well then, it's not the fault of the champion, it's the determination of the guy who makes the card.
I understand that.
Yeah, but when you look at the days and everything, do you want Gunnar Brave to go around and I defended this title 4 times, but I held it for 1,500 days.
It's just me. I'm not saying it's a bad thing or.
It's like you. You're the Battle Royal champion for how long? 5 months or whatever.
I think 7 months total.
7 months, and how many times did you defend in those 7 months?
No. 6, I think. No.
6. Okay. So do you go
with that?
So do you go out there and say, hey, I won 6 matches, or hey, I beat 120 people?
We'll look at it that way.
See, the bigger number means more, though.
Turtle, think about it this way. If you're in the streets of Chicago and you're about to get mugged tonight, you have 2 pockets. One pocket, $100 bill. The other pocket, $50, but they're all singles. The robber chooses one pocket. Which one do you think he's going to go for? The bigger wad, because he thinks there's going to be more money.
Mm-hmm.
But I am excited for this match. I think it's going to be a good one. I think looking at the numbers, though, like I said, sometimes things come to an end. If Gunnar could win it, hey, fantastic. But
look, let's be honest. Gunnar is extremely talented at what he does. I'm not the biggest fan of him. He has a little bit of attitude. He's a little bit cocky at times. And hell, when I became general manager, he thought it was okay to take the microphone on my damn hand. But
what a monster.
Regardless of that, talented, yes. Quick, yes. Resourceful, yes. But let's also look at the opposite side of the ring. Look at Connor Hawkins. The man is slowly going up the ranks, 1 by 1 by 1 by 1. And what did the man do? He just went out there and challenged Gunnar Brave to a match.
Yep.
Because he kept winning and winning and winning, and he proved himself.
Mm-hmm. Pac-Man, you excited for this match?
This one is going to probably steal the show, I think. I think they're going to have a great match, and, It's very hard to see, like, either man losing because both have been so dominant. But, I mean, this isn't a preview of Lovely Intoxicated Predictions coming out later, but I think...
No, we're not talking about your shit.
Given that...
Not your shit.
Given that, all the names that Gunner has beaten, and you've seen the graphic, I think Gunner's been on a roll for a long time, and I think that's going to continue past this show.
Yeah, I asked you a yes or no question, bro.
Yes.
Thank you. Now you can thank Damien Saint for allowing this fucking match to happen.
Thank you, sir.
There we go.
Yeah, you're welcome, kid.
Good man. I mean, thoughtful fucking response, but yes or no questions, bro.
Next match.
Well, let's go there.
Well, we can't go backwards. We already discussed backwards.
That's true.
Yeah. For the Inter-County Championship, last man standing, Rion Skills, which I guess his career is on the line, against Maximus Orion, the champion.
Pac-Man, go ahead. This isn't a yes or no, so you can go ahead and talk about it. You were in the ring, obviously Damien Saint was too, during the contract signing last month, where, I mean, realistically, you should thank, again, Damien Saint for making your friend relevant as a fucking coat rack. Even when he doesn't try, he gets fucking people over. Fucking classiness, bro.
You know the really sad thing about that? 100% completely honest. I thought about that right before the show, and that was just a joke for myself. That was nothing for the fans. 100%. That was literally just for my own humor. And the fans stole it from me.
God. Even when he doesn't try, he fucking achieves more than most of us can when we fucking even give our hardest. But you were in the ring, fucking Maximus Orion probably not better than, Damien, but a lot better than I do. Tell me about this match. And why don't you go ahead and remind people the build-up of this match?
So, pretty much it all started out with Rion Skills Appreciation Night. And that was something Maximus put on for Rion. And Rion knocked him out, kicked him in the groin, and then knocked him out with his Rolex. Mm-hmm. So the next show after that in March, they had to be separated multiple times throughout the night, which led this guy, General Manager Damien Saint, to come out and set the contract signing.
Whoa.
I'm going, okay.
Go back. Change guy to gentleman when you say this gentleman.
This gentleman guy.
Have some respect for
this
fucking
gentleman
people.
Guy.
No, gentleman. You can throw classy in front of it. You don't need to say guy. Guy's disrespectful. It's fucking rude. He's taking time out to come on my show to talk about Rocket Pro Wrestling. You're not going to bastardize this by fucking insulting him without using proper terms to describe who he is. This gentleman.
Gentleman.
Thank you.
Damien Saint.
So hard for just an ounce of respect. And all I do, I never get it.
Right. Seven sold out shows, going on 8, right?
No. Eight sold out shows, going on 9.
Going on 9.
Which would be the first time Rocket Pro Wrestling will go a full season of sold out standing room only.
Yeah. Good job, guy.
No. I will mute you the rest of the show if you keep disrespecting my fucking guest, my buddy, my friend, the classiest guy that I know. Gentlemen.
Okay,
hey,
so this...
Pac-Man.
This...
Did I ever tell you I used to wrestle? Do you want me to show you a couple of things before the next show?
No.
You sure? I don't mind. I'll do it for free.
I'm good. Gentleman, Damien Saint.
Just want to double check. Can we continue with this?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So this gentleman, Damien Saint.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So he came out and set up the contract signing, and L.I.M set it up, and we witnessed Maximus Orion telling Rion that if he does not win the Intercounty Championship and loses in the last man standing match, he must retire, which Rion accepted the terms. But the thing is, the reason why Rion has been so frustrated this whole time is because he keeps claiming that there are things that he wants to make light of to Maximus Orion to show him that things are going on in RPW, that things aren't necessarily right in RPW, and he needed to do something drastic to get his attention. Now, we have nothing against Rion. We definitely have noticed a change in RPW. But, really this is going to be a very intense and personal match that we're going to be seeing this Saturday.
Gotcha. The only changes I've seen in Rocket Pro is obviously the growth in fans that show up for the shows. So, I mean, congratulations.
I'm Rion here.
No, that's fine. I've listened to Rion. Rion came on the show and talked about it. We've heard it on the Power Hour. His thoughts and feelings and everything behind this. I get where he's coming from. I understand, his frustrations and what he believes he sees. I'm not saying what he sees is right or what's wrong, because I don't know I don't know the, behind the scenes and stuff that goes on at Rocket Pro. I don't deal with the owners. I'm friends with Damien Saint, but, I don't get into his business just like he doesn't get into mine. And that's a mutual respect we have because we're classy gentlemen like that, and that's undeniable. So if Rion really believes that he needs to go through this match to prove a point, to prove to everyone that he's seeing something that no one else is willing to acknowledge, I mean, that's great for him, putting his career on the line. I mean, Damien, let me ask you this. You started into this business as a wrestler. I don't know outside Rocket Pro if you have stepped into the ring as of late, or if you've been focused more of as an executive role on where you've been going. But what's the mindset of somebody who wrestles and suddenly is not wrestling at the moment? Like, what is Rion in store for if he loses this match?
Rion has been in the ring sooner than I have after I left the square circle. For me, it's probably been 5-6 years since I wrestled.
Yeah.
So if I came out right now, I'd probably have a lot of ring rust. I probably would have a lot of problems myself. And, I'm man enough to admit that. I would need some training in the background just to re-up myself and get myself back ready to go. But Rion has been in the ring recently. Rion has gotten the ring rust off.
Yeah. This
is a different Rion that we've seen in a long, long, long time. And when this type of Rion comes around, there's a method to his madness, and there's reasoning to his choices. Now, me and Ryan, we talk every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
After the whole contract signing, I did try to get a hold of him to kind of talk to him about what he was talking about with the whole before Maximus Orion loses his company. But I'll be honest, Rion wasn't fully opening up with me. And that's not fully like Rion, so I'm really interested to see who this Rion is going to be and what he's capable of. Because I don't think this is a Rion that we really have noticed or seen yet.
No, it's definitely a different guy who, is doing the curtain thing, going in and out, and, going, entrance to a more upbeat, happy-go-lucky song and everything. And, Honestly, I really want to see what happens in this match. This is probably the one match I'm going to look forward to the most because I want to see this Rion wrestle. I want to see how different he is in the ring. And I don't know the history of, I've heard the history of him and Maximus Orion, but when it becomes more personal, we've seen the videos of Maximus Orion to Rion. We've heard Rion talk and everything. Obviously, they had the contract signing. Pac-Man, you're there with your torn pants as your stupid friend just stood there like an idiot in the corner. Great way to make an impact in that and very little. But this is going to be the match that I'm looking forward to see the most because I want to see Rion with that championship.
Well, because I've known Rion for a long time, way before Crash Tested. I was there when he was PCW Heavyweight Champion, and that Rion was similar to what we have right now, but not as ruthless and probably not as focused. It seems like Ruthless and Focused have combined and turned him into, I don't want to say a monster, because he's not a monster. He just is definitely different, but I've seen part of this before. But with the difference coming into it, this is going to be something to see, and I think it's going to be here for a while. And with this whole talk about something going on, after having a conversation with him on the Power Hour and on here, I'm starting to get the vibe that he's talking about. It's very familiar vibes, too. Like, I've been through this before. I just can't put my finger on it yet. But I'm watching.
Yeah. Well, I know, like, for a lot of fans, and this is why social media is so important in wrestling today. And I think anyone who wants to be a true wrestling fan of any business really needs to watch what happens on Facebook and shit like that. Because to fans who go to Rocket Pro Wrestling who don't look at the Power Hour, who don't look at JFW, who doesn't look at, Maximus Orion's, Facebook page and shit, everything that they see in the ring only, it just points to a jealousy that Rion has for Maximus Orion. And that's not the case. And he's mentioned that for months on multiple shows, that this is why he's doing what he's doing. And yes, he mentioned it in the ring at Rocket Pro, and hopefully people realize that it wasn't just him trying to hide any kind of jealousy, that this is more than that. That this is opportunities not given to him. That this is him going to bat and being the guy that Rocket Pro needs him to be, doing the goofy shit and shit. And this is all before Damien took over. And I think with Damien being there, we saw less of that goofy shit going on. I think he mentioned something about like musical chairs or piping contests or some goofy shit that.
First team as referee, that was me and Rion. Every intermission, we were doing little games. And at first, it wasn't bad. It's little fun games, people getting the laughs. After you do a season, and every intermission you're doing a silly little game, people stop taking you seriously.
Yeah, and I think that what he's doing now is exactly what he needs to do to show people that he's willing to do what he could for the business, but he can only go so far. So, like I said, this is the match I'm looking forward to seeing because I want to see this Rion. I'm a huge fan of people who have this mentality, not goofy shit, not people going around, doing stupid ass videos about getting in and out of fucking cars or walking in and out of fucking malls or, shit like that. Not naming any fucking names.
That's oddly specific.
100%. I hope you're catching on, idiot. But I see Rion walking away with this championship. I don't think his career is over, especially at Rocket Pro Wrestling. So I see him walking away as the new champion. Next match, Nubby.
Next match. All right.
Come on, Nubby. Spit it out.
Come on.
I got it. How about this? A special 8-man tag match.
I feel like it's really Brady Bunch. I'm just waving over the turtle, just as if it's a Brady Bunch episode. Hey, turtle!
Dick.
Wait, you son of a bitch! Goddamn! Not you. Thank you.
Oh, me, not me. Okay.
No, I
I was looking at my notes.
Does that make me Cousin Oliver?
I don't know.
Don't ruin the joke, Pac-Man.
So we got the Idols, which is Johnny Nye, Damian Gray, Daddy Flash Harris, and Kevin Cade, against Team Turtle, which is, me, Hot Rod Daddy Andy, and the Coyotes, Brooks Berna and Damien Justine, which, by the way, are new tag team champions, and I am the new Chicagoland champion.
True. Well, Nubby, this is your match, so talk to me a little bit about it. How'd it come together?
Yeah, Turtle, this is your match. You're captain. What's your game plan going into this?
Yeah. Share exactly what you're going to do.
The biggest thing we're going to do is put the finishing touches on these idols and finally get rid of them. That's the main focus here. Our actual strategy and how we're going to do it, can't tell you that. That's a secret.
Is that
just going to tell me you don't have a game plan already. If you had a game plan, you would gladly say it.
Yeah.
But sit there and go, and our game plan, that's a secret. I'm sorry, are you a congressman? Are you from Washington, D.C.? Are you related to Ted Cruz or Ron DeSantis? Because that's like Ted Cruz or Ron DeSantis answer.
No, we're better than those fucking people. Fuck all that. Yeah, I say a lot. I can't help that. I've noticed that. Basically, why would I tell anybody what we're going to do other than beat the holy shit out of them and end them for good?
Wow, that was hostile.
A little bit aggressive.
He'd tell you, but he'd had to shell shock you.
A little bit aggressive there, buddy.
Well, I can't help that. Sometimes something triggers me to be aggressive. I don't know what it is.
It's an interesting 8-man tag. I mean, obviously, the history between the Coyotes and Idols, the history between you and the Idols. I mean, hell, the history between the Idols and everybody. Because people can't just be happy for their success. And I get it, they're, jealousy, bitterness, whatever.
I mean, not just that, but not to interrupt you.
No, you're fine.
Travis, but, I mean, if you really think about it with the past Idols, and I think we've all seen them online recently, me and Joey have not really been on the same page. I'm perfectly okay with that. Joey does his own shit, I do my own shit. At least I didn't lose titles. But you look at the past Idols, you have the former tag team champions, Johnny Nye and Damien Gray. You have the former Chicagoland champion, Kevin Cade. And then you have L.I.M's daddy, Flash Daddy Harris.
I love my dad.
Shut up.
So the question really is do you find a way to divide and conquer? Do you separate Nye and Gray from Cade and Flash? Do you separate Gray from Nye, considering that they are a team together, so they know each other? So that's really the question is, what truly is the game plan of how to eliminate them? Because for all we know, Joey and Roxy could be out there as well. Essentially putting it as 6-on-4 instead.
Yeah, all good points.
I said them.
The one thing I can say is
classy fucking genius.
Some shit already had been in play, and it started last month. If you remember, it was me and Hot Rod Daddy Andy against Damian Gray and Kevin Cade. Damian Gray hit Kevin Cade with the bat. That started the downfall, in my opinion. And now,
so you're saying Damian Gray was the downfall of the Fabulous Idols?
Hey, you know what? You're saying it. Maybe I'm
just asking a question. I'm not saying a single thing. I line asking a question.
Yeah. So yes or no question too,
Damien
Nubby.
Gray hit Kevin Cade with the bat. And that's down to the downfall of the Idols. Those were your words, were they not?
My words. I own up to it.
I'm clarifying that you mean that Damien Gray is essentially the focal point of the downfall of the Idols. Or you're just saying it's the action of Gray hitting Cade.
It could be both. Or wait. Or did the downfall start earlier when Flash Harris lost his title?
Oh, so now you're saying it's L.I.M's daddy's fault.
He was very heartbroken about that, I heard.
He was.
I remember I talked with him about it recently, and he said, I asked him what his first thought was, and he went, "Aw, damn!"
What I'm saying...
Notice that nobody laughs.
The listeners will laugh.
Basically what I'm saying is, it's been a slow downfall since Flash Harris losing his title, but recently everything's starting to fall faster. So if you start with Damien Gray hitting Kevin Cade, then you got the tag titles being, moved over to the Coyotes. So essentially they're losing. And then you got Kevin Cade losing to me. It's not like I pinned anybody else in that match. I pinned Kevin Cade for the title. I outsmarted him by not letting him hit me with my own weapon. So things are already starting to fall apart. Now we just got to put the finishing touches. And by the way, Joey Roth is the one saying that he's the reason for standing room only. Just saying.
He hasn't been the one marketing or selling goddamn shit, so no one gets my fucking credit.
Yeah. No, there's only one man responsible for standing room only, and he's sitting on this conversation.
Right up here. Because, not to point this out, but with all due respect to Joey Roth, if he was the reason why we've been 8 months in standing room only, where was that the last 4 seasons?
Oh.
True.
Now, can I add to that?
Please, I guess.
Now, you were actually a witness at IPW. After I beat him for the belt, that Joey Roth, not only did he cry, but he vanished from IPW, and then you were there quite a few times after that. You noticed the increase of attendance after he was gone.
I did notice that. I will not deny that.
It's undeniable.
Damn, you beat me to my own fun.
Nothing against Joey. I think Joey's a great person. I think he's a great personality. And he knows how to get fans in the building. Nothing against that.
Mm-hmm.
But don't you dare try to piss in my cheers, because goddamn it, I will shit your brownies.
There we go. It's going to be an interesting 8-man tag. I mean, obviously the Coyotes have history with the Idols. Hot Rod really doesn't. But, I mean, I know you and Hot Rod are friends. You guys know of each other. You guys tagged with each other before. But, at the same time, it's 4 guys on your end who's never really teamed together going against the Idols who have been pretty close for a bit now. And I get it, we've seen some missteps and mishaps in the Idols and titles being, taken away by other people and shit like that. But I think at the end of the day, if they really get their shit together and collect themselves, it's going to be a really hard uphill battle for you guys. I wish you all the best, Nubby. Don't get me wrong. I love to see pick up wins and take victories and stuff, but I wouldn't count on the falling of the idols to help you guys win a match. You really need to go in there expecting them to be as solid and as strong as possible, so you don't underestimate them.
You want to know what I'm kind of curious about?
100%, sir.
Where L.I.M stands in all this. Because, let's be honest, L.I.M, Turtle, hear me out. Because L.I.M does love...
I'm waving at a bug.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Oh, Pac-Man? Yeah, me too.
But L.I.M loves Turtle. L.I.M loves Hot Rod Daddy Andy. L.I.M loves their daddy. So, where exactly are the allegiances with L.I.M? Do you stand by the talent that you love and that you love to party with Turtle and Hot Rod Daddy Andy and all of them? Or do you stand by your father?
You're a funny guy.
Who do you want to win?
What you're trying to do? I see what he's trying to do, but
who do you want to win this match? Who's going to win? Who's going to win this match?
I think that's a pretty legit question.
Yeah, 100%. Who do you think's going to win this match? You got to answer.
That's not a yes or no either.
Who do you want to win the match?
Yeah,
that's what I want.
Who do you want to win this match? Answer it. I'm hanging up on you. Who do you want to win?
The fans should. We should all win.
No. This isn't the fans.
No, don't be a fucking mark now.
Team Turtle or Team Daddy?
Yeah, who's gonna win?
Well, wait. Wouldn't the other team also technically could be Team Daddy because Hot Rod Daddy Andy?
Answer the question, bro. Who's winning?
Are you saying that you prefer Hot Rod Daddy Andy to Flash Harris? Because I can text him right now and let him know that you want to get adopted by Hot Rod Daddy Andy. So which team is it?
Yeah, you got a team with 2 L.I.M members, or you got a team with the L.I.M daddy on it. Who do you want to win?
Here's the thing. I know it's tricky. We're in a very tricky position.
But he's not even a goddamn political answer, and his answer is a simple fucking question. Daddy or Turtle? Shit.
That's the question.
Daddy and Turtle are on the same team, technically.
That's the question. I will mute your ass until you give me an answer.
This is moving on to the next match before I have an aneurysm.
All right. By the way,
I'm hot life in the yellow room. I want to go spend some time with. So
me and Pat already had this talk. So
so he wants you to win.
I'm not saying that.
It was off the record.
It was off the record.
Next match.
Let's say I've had conversations with all 3.
Next match, Nubby.
Match.
Next match, Nubby.
In one post.
Next match, Nubby.
I'm getting there. Would you shut up for once?
Why? Right. It's my show.
Well, you're starting to be like somebody else we know and interrupting me. Jeez.
Who?
A host of another show. Oh,
Steve. Well, Steve loses control of his shows.
Well,
Next match, Nubby.
I don't lose control of my segment.
Next match. Yeah, let's get back into turdy time.
You're being mean to my co-host, Travis.
Yeah, you look away when you say that shit.
Tag Team Gauntlet #1 contender match.
Ooh.
Featuring the final level of Chris Logan and Marshay Rocket, the Scumbag Army, which features Tom Heisman and the debuting of POWW. You got Joey Dalton teaming with Rock and Rivera, Ewok and Shaq Jordan, and then I saved the best for last on purpose for Mr. Saint. The Kings of the Six, Skylar Reed and Devin August of the Undeniable.
Has it been mentioned who's starting the gauntlet out?
I haven't decided yet.
Gotcha. Which I'm assuming is going to be fair. Anybody would start it out.
Absolutely. I still got a couple days left. Yeah. I think at the Fan Axxess, I might announce it then.
Solid.
I think for $5, I think that's a nice little announcement that you get.
I think that'd be great. It would encourage people to be at the Axxess to get a idea of what's going on. Me personally, I would love to see, the final level start out of the match. I think them being one of the first. I think
honestly, I wouldn't mind that. I mean, they are the biggest guys in the whole match.
100%. Maybe.
I don't want the fans to think I'm being unfair. So what I think I'm gonna do is over the week, I'm gonna put their names in a little hat, and for the next 4 days, I'll pull one out, and that will start from end to first. So whoever I don't pull out will be starting the match.
Solid choice.
I think that's more than fair.
100%. Love that idea.
Super fair.
It's fair. It's unbiased. It's undeniable. Next match, Nubby.
Well, who's winning?
Undeniable.
There we go. You know why they're going to win, Nubby? Because they're undeniable.
Always a method to my madness. All right. I'm conflicted. There's 3 more points we got to make, but let's go with here. The RPW title, Aaron Stone versus Quinn Whitlock, the champion.
Solid fucking match. It's
I'm not fully happy with how this match has come about, but Il Jeffy draws him eyes.
Yeah.
I wish Quinn would officially join Undeniable. I've offered to him every damn month. He has not officially taken it. But I have faith that Quinn Whitlock will make the right choice, professionally and personally.
Mm-hmm.
As far as Aaron Stone goes, is he extremely talented? Yes. Is he better than I thought he was from when he first started years ago and I saw him training? Yes. Is he smarter in the ring than he was years ago? Yeah, he is. I will admit that. But I still do not believe Aaron Stone is main event quality. So my choice is Quinn Whitlock.
Yeah, I think Quinn's going to retain the title. I mean, granted, I've seen matches with Stone. I've seen matches in person of Aaron Stone. He is an aggressive dude. I don't think when it comes to Rock and Pro Wrestling, he makes the right choices. He doesn't get involved in other people's business that he shouldn't. Attacking people with a briefcase, I think, is completely unprofessional and probably shouldn't happen. From a title match, I mean, hey, it's going to be a good match regardless between Quinn and Stone, but I think Stone really has to focus up here and stop worrying about what the Undeniable is doing. Worry about his own business for a change. But
exactly, he's got a title match coming up, so
yeah,
he's better be focused.
But we did see Quinn retain the title against Koa and Garrison last month.
Joey the Jet Avalon.
Yep. So, and plus he won the title in, I think, a fatal 4-way, right?
Yes.
So, dude could, I mean, if he can handle the ring with multiple opponents, I have no doubt that he's going to be able to take care of one opponent one-on-one. So, I don't even know if I see an end to Quinn's title reign. I think it is foolish that he hasn't accepted the opportunity to be part of the Undeniable. I mean, why wouldn't you? It's a group full of class and elegance, a group of respect, but maybe he just has to, give himself a little bit of time to come to the realization that this is the right answer.
It might be that, I've literally given the man everything he has wanted since he's gotten the championship.
Yep.
Just kind of help push him a little bit to see my reasoning of why I think he should be part Undeniable. But Quinn Whittick is going to be Quinn Whittick. So we shall see how everything else goes.
What do you guys got? Anything you want to add to this match?
So I think the interesting part of this match is that both of these gentlemen were part of the Rocket to the Top ladder match earlier this season, which Aaron Stone won, and the next show, Quinn Whittick won the RPW championship, and now it just feels like a full circle moment. It's going to be very hard to say who comes out on top in the end, because I think both guys are evenly matched. You know, Aaron Stone has his skill, but the real X factor, even though it was Benton at the last show by Koa, that crowbar, how does that come into play with the outcome of this match?
For me, I'm less worried about the crowbar than I am about other people getting involved.
Well, Aaron's already in the match, so he's already involved.
You know what? I'm going to just...
You can speak your mind, Nubby. It's okay.
Yeah, speak your mind, Nubby.
Yeah. After all, this is your show, too. You're allowed to fucking...
This is America. This is free speech.
Yeah, give you a
And your L.I.M brother is here to back you up. Remember that.
Shut up, Pat.
Yeah, L.I.M brother.
Yeah.
Which means Flash Harris is your brother. Or your uncle. Something like that. I don't know. I don't care. The whole thing's fucked up.
Basically, I just hope the undeniable stays out of it.
Well, the undeniable is not a part of it. Gwen's not part of the undeniable yet, so the undeniable is going to, I have all confidence in the world that it's going to be a clean, fair, right down the middle one-on-one match.
I mean, have we seen undeniable interrupt in any of Quinn's matches? No.
Yeah.
Not yet.
But we've seen them in Aaron Stone's matches.
Can't say not yet, man.
We've seen it.
We haven't seen the world blow up. Not yet.
We've seen
it. We haven't seen that yet. Right.
No, not yet.
See?
I mean, it was Ryan Matthews who stole the briefcase. Undeniable.
Yeah.
Aaron Stone match.
Yeah,
But,
and what was the outcome of that match?
don't remember.
Yeah.
If
If Aaron Stone would stop focusing on suitcase or briefcases and the goofy shit outside and focus on his match in the ring, probably pick up more victories.
Look, let's be completely honest, and let's put everything on the goddamn table right now.
Yeah.
If Aaron Stone, when I first became general manager, had not come out and had said anything along the lines of, it doesn't matter if J-Beck in charge, it doesn't matter if Shell's in charge, it doesn't matter if Damien Saint is in charge, first thing, already disrespected me?
Yeah, that's
I think I proved myself more than enough to be one of the best general managers in the Midwest. With how I turned Rocket Pro Wrestling around so damn quickly.
Yeah.
But people don't want to care if I'm in charge. People want to judge the former rep before he even really gets a shot to show what he can do as general manager. But hey, what do I know? It's not like I'm a general manager of a show that has been 8 months of standing room on. Oh, wait, I have.
Yeah. See, I recognize that, and that's why me and Damien are friends, and we get along. Mutual respect, because I acknowledge what he has done for Rocket Pro Wrestling. And then you get other people who are on the other side of this show who want to question his integrity, and I think that's rude.
I agree.
Right. Got your back, brother. Next match, Nubby.
We're going to the next match. I know what? I'm going to save the last, the part that I really want to get to, even though we kind of got some of it out. But, I'll save that for last. So the match, the other main event match, it's the mixed tag match. Joey Rock, Roxy Hart, put their belts on the line and control of RPW against Steve Aaron and Shelley.
All right, who wants to start? Pac-Man, if you want to start, go for it, man. Tell me your feelings on this.
So, I mean, what can I say that hasn't already been said by Rion Skills? This is a match that has been in the making since literally the last show, when after the Idols won the 5-on-5 match, Steve walked off. And I remember at the beginning of the season, a certain gentleman, general manager, I'm not naming names, Damien Saint, made Steve stand for a good chunk of the season. So part of standing room only apparently included Steve. It led to a movement that captivated an entire fan base. Hashtag let Steve sit. You remember that?
Which only L.I.M cheered. So let's not forget that little tidbit of fact that it was your little corner that was cheering, let Steve sit. It wasn't the other 250 to 350 people. It wasn't the almost 375 to 400 people. It was your little ragtag 10 fuck that was cheering, let Steve sit.
Here's the thing, we believe in following the letter of the law, and you were clearly in violation of OSHA. Let me remind you
that he is not a union, and RPW is not a union company. Therefore, it does not mean shit.
But in any case, our movement worked because, did you notice at the end of the season, Steve started to sit? It worked.
Did you notice at the end of the season, I got tired of dealing with Steve, and I passed him off to Joey, and Joey did not enforce a damn thing about don't let Steve sit? So,
I think he saw the movement that we were doing, and he didn't want no part of it. Does Joey Roth fear the L.I.M? But that's neither here nor there, not to quote Steve.
Who
how fucking stupid are you? I know 4-month-old smarter than you. Oh my god, man.
But in any case,
I've seen a dead dog have a higher intelligence than you. Oh my shit, God. My grandmother has said smart thing, and she's been dead for over 40 damn years. But please go ahead.
So, Joey Roth was continuing to raise hell when it came to Steve and Shelley. Roxy started going after Shelley. I remember a few months back, the entire Idols, unprovoked, took Steve and Shelley into the ring, dragged them into the ring, started beating them down, violating Joey Roth's restraining order that he had on Steve to boot, even before then, where Joey and Steve had to hold Roxy and Shelley back from one another. And then it led to the Idols calling out Steve and Shelley. Steve and Shelley came to the ring and said, pretty much, if you think that you're so good with those Joey and Roxy titles that you've been carrying around, we'll take those off of you and we'll take control back of the company. They accepted, and now here we are.
Wow. Thanks, William Shatner.
Can I sing Rocket Man now?
What little pauses in between when you say statements?
It's a
Maybe
dramatic.
one day, when I'm old enough and I can have a beer,
What?
I can do the same thing.
What?
God damn it.
Like maybe I'll go to Las Vegas.
Your senses, you know, it's just a natural inclination.
But maybe I won't do that either. I'll decide later.
Nubby, what do you got to say about this match, man?
Really, no one saw it coming up until recently. Because, maybe I take that back. Maybe it was meant to happen because we know how Steve is.
Yeah.
And even though he was not in the middle of it, technically, when everything started to go down before the Idols took over, they assaulted Bill. They assaulted Shelley, injured Maximus before Kickstone 66 last year. We know Steve, he's going to protect his friends.
Uh-huh.
I've been there, done that. And Steve used to idolize Joey Roth at once upon a time. They were broadcast partners up at Chicagoland Championship Wrestling, and they were pretty much kissing each other's ass on commentary. But I think because Joey Roth's ego was so high that Steve just couldn't take it no more. And then seeing Shelley get assaulted the way she was, Steve just had it. Now, some are going to say that he just likes to insert himself into situations because he wants to make himself relevant. I've known him a long time, and he's not that guy. He used to be. I've dealt with old Steve. But he just wants to protect his friends. And he's going to protect himself as a man. When it comes to this match, something's going to end, but something's going to start at the same time. Is it going to be the end of Joey Roth and Roxy Hart? I hope so. Because honestly, fuck them. And they could take those titles and shove it up their asses.
Treated.
That it?
That's all I got.
Cool. Damien, I want to give my opinion first because I do have a question I want to ask you at the end of it. So if you don't mind, I'd like to go next.
Be my guest, my friend.
Thanks, man. Speaking from experience, I know a lot of times Steve gets his ass kicked because of what he says. I'm no different. In IPW, I got beat up by the workhorses because I did run my mouth. Actions have consequences. Actions and reactions are a thing. So when you say things to somebody for so long, there comes a point where they're just tired of it. They just get fed up about it. I've listened to the commentary on Rocket Pro Wrestling. You can listen to it on the Rocket Pro Wrestling YouTube channel. The commentary is right there. And every time the Undeniable comes out, there's always a negative statement made by Steve or Shelley. It happens all the time. If I sat here and constantly belittled and berated somebody, eventually they're going to get annoyed. Eventually they're going to get upset. Eventually they're going to get pissed. And then I'm going to see stupid ass videos and pictures of billboards on fucking Facebook like, oh, is this you? And weird. Could have been. No, I mean, maybe. But there's going to be a reaction. Now, do I think it was right for Joey and, oh God, what the hell's her name? It just escaped my mind. Roxy, thank you. For some reason I had like Bombshell Shelley in my head. But Roxy, I mean, maybe it wasn't the best way to go about it. But in retrospect, he did want the restraining order against Steve. He gave it to him in December. Steve wiped his ass with it. He didn't believe in it. He did everything he could to state the fact that this was. Go ahead, Turtle.
I just want to talk about that restraining order for one hot sec.
Yeah.
The only reason that restraining order came about is because Joey Roth inserted himself in the Rumble in September, and because he chose to get in the match, he got eliminated by Steve, and he got injured.
Yeah.
That is Joey Roth's fault. So
Sure.
fuck that restraining order.
Sure, I'll put blame on Joey if that's what happened. That's fine. But the thing is, it doesn't matter why the restraining order exists. The fact is that it existed. And if Steve just respected a legal document that states to stay away from somebody, if he would have done that instead of making it a joke, instead of saying it wasn't real, this, that, and the other thing, if he would have just stopped bad-mouthing the idols, Joey Roth, Roxy, or any of them, maybe the things that have happened, like Roxy dragging Shelly into a bathroom at her own birthday party, or them attacking, both of them in the match. Steve, putting himself between Roxy and Joey, taking that chair shot in the middle of the ring. Granted, I'm happy it happened for the sense that gave me an opportunity to commentate an RPW main event. So, thank you again, Damien, for that opportunity. I appreciate that. But the thing is, like I said, I know firsthand that when you run your mouth and you say shit about somebody, it comes to a point where they're going to react. Now, Steve will fight back. He's an amazing guy for doing so, and he will stick up for his friends. This isn't me trying to belittle Steve in any fucking way. He does step up, and he accepts the ass kickings he gets for the things he says, but he's also willing to fight himself, defend himself, and fight whoever he needs to. My problem with this whole thing is you have Shelly, who everyone knows who fucking Shelly is in this fucking business. It's been talked about ad nauseum, whatever the fucking word is, who she is. For her to get into the ring is something that I don't need to see. It's something I don't want to see because she could get fucking hurt. Steve at least has a little bit of training. He knows a little bit what he needs to do. And I heard, yes, Shelly did a little bit of fucking training on her own. But to put her into a ring against Joey and Roxy probably isn't the smartest thing because something could happen. And we want to talk about interference and people getting involved in everything. This match screams interference. It screams that there's going to be an involvement from fucking people. Fucking Cupid from fucking February got his ass handed to him. I'm sure he wants some fucking retribution for what fucking happened. J-Beck, right? That's his fucking name?
Yes.
The dude that came out and helped J-Beck, I forget his fucking name. Who's the dude? Or who came out and helped Steve when he got his ass kicked?
Nuke.
Yeah, Nuke.
Nuke. Who knows where they're going to be during this match. The idols may be on the outside and everything, but I don't blame the idols for being out there because the one thing that I don't get, and this is one of the questions I have for you, Damien, is when you look at this match, Steve and Shelly win, what do they get? Control of Rocket Pro and the fucking titles that Roxy and Joey fucking hold. But what do they get if they win? Like, they lose everything but gain nothing from this match. And that's the one thing I don't understand why this is even happening. Steve and Shelly have nothing to lose in this match. They have absolutely nothing to fucking lose. Yeah, so my one question to you is, Damien, is how hard was it? Because, you know yourself. If they lose this match and they get control back, will they keep you on as general manager? Or will they remove you? Because, from what I wasn't around Rocket Pro when this happened. I wasn't here when you got appointed, but you were appointed from the Idols winning a tag match, last summer, something like that? Was that correct? Last spring?
Last night?
Okay. So, do you believe, again, we gotta look at it, 8 months in a row of fucking standing room only shows. That's you. That's the general manager of fucking Rocket Pro doing that shit. Putting together these matches, promoting the shows, doing this shit. They have to look at that. But at the same time, will there be a pettiness from Shelly or Steve or anyone else who is now going to have a newfound control in this business if Steve and Shelly fucking win? But like I said, even if Roxy and them win, next month is just business as usual. Nothing changes. They gain nothing from this match if they win, but they lose everything if they lose. And that's something I don't understand.
They do have something to gain, though. If you really think deep down and really think hard about it.
Okay. I'm willing to listen.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Extremely proud. If Steve lost after coming to the defense of Shelly, do you not think Joey would bask in that embarrassment?
Oh,
of everything that Steve has done, and it for be in vain?
I have no doubt.
That Shelly, who is still technically 1/3 the owner of Rocket Pro Wrestling, though she has no control over the company except for accounting right now.
Yeah.
If she lost, that's a full-blooded Italian woman.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, failure? That's not acceptable. That's shameful. And that's what Joey and Roxy have to gain with this. Is the emotional torment of publicly humiliating Steve and Shelly. That's what they gain out of it.
Yeah.
Now, to answer your question of whether if Shelly and Steve do win, is there a level of pettiness that may come forth with me, so on and so forth? I mentioned this on Facebook the other day because apparently when Joey was taking over Rocket Pro Wrestling, signed my contract, since I'll talk like Pac-Man. But Joey did not apparently read the contract. Because in that contract, it said I have a 2-year guaranteed contract that if I am fired or I am told to sit home for one show, I can take Rocket Pro Wrestling to court for every last dime. Because I made sure Schultz threw that little clause in there at the end. I'm glad now Joey missed that one. At the end of the day, Joey and Roxy win. Damien Saint is still in control of the show.
That's awesome.
Steve and Shelly win. Damien Saint is still in control of the show. That's the beauty of this. That's the beauty of this whole show. Nothing affects me.
Yeah.
I get to sit there and watch the chaos, watch the carnage, watch the anarchy, and watch the punishment. And while everybody else is running around thinking, oh, I'm going to get one up on Damien Saint. Oh, this is going to affect Damien Saint. Oh, that's going to get Damien Saint. It won't. Because I'm always going to be 5 steps ahead. I'm not Hot Rod, Daddy Andy, Roddy Piper. I'm not going to play a little game of, just when you think you have the answer, I change the question. Just when you think you understand the question, I change the book.
Fucking classy. That's classy shit right there. Some people have to pay for that kind of knowledge. You guys should consider yourselves lucky.
Well, I am considering doing seminars later on in the year, so that may be up in the air. We'll see how things go.
Fuck yeah. It's an interesting match. I do hope that no matter the outcome of it, everyone gets out of it safely. And that's got to be a thought in the back of Steve's mind that if something does happen to Shelly, it's he responsible for it. Because he has to look out for himself, but he also has to look out for his fucking commentating partner. So I know there's a lot of pressure going into the match, but I'm definitely eager to see the outcome of that and see what does happen. Now that I know Damien Saint's job is safe regardless of the outcome, a little more calm, a little more
at ease, my friend.
Yeah, I was worried at first because I know what kind of person Steve is, and I'm starting to learn more about Shelly and everything, and I'd hate for them to have to sit there and think that they could let you go just because they, gain control back. And I don't know why I keep including Steve. Steve doesn't become fucking, he has no control regardless if he wins or loses, but.
No, I'll be honest. It's been kind of humorous when I'm walking around the locker room lately because everyone has had the same sentiment, the same mindset of this match of Joey and Roxy versus Shelly and Steve. Mm-hmm. Everyone had the misconception of it was going to affect Damien Saint.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Fuck yeah. Not even a factor. Alright, that's an exclusive announcement here at fucking JFW.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Take that, L.I.M, idiots.
Take that, hour.
Yeah.
Minus Red, Cactus Rack, and Rihanna Skills.
Yeah.
Because those three are amazing.
So you said you had one more thing?
Well, I guess, but Damien Saint might have answered this, but you're supposed to address the crowd. Is this what you were going to say, or is there going to be more to say on Saturday?
Can I add a follow-on?
Shut up, Pac-Man.
Are you turning the Gila monster into another inanimate object? Is that what this is about?
The who?
You know, you're not acknowledging him.
Who?
The Ooze thing, that was months ago. Now he's the Gila monster / coat rack / apparently bird feeder.
Coat rack. Okay, now I know who you're talking about.
He acknowledged him. All right, I'll take it. We'll take it.
Yeah, a coat rack. What about it?
Are you announcing your next inanimate object for him?
Am I announcing whether a coat rack is going to stay a coat rack or whether a coat rack is going to change into another inanimate object?
Exactly.
What? Do you have a coat rack at your house that changes into a fucking bathtub? Maybe a mirror that becomes like a two-way door.
Yeah, you're getting my question.
How about a punching bag that's like a Mary Poppins purse? Every time you punch in, you pull something out of it. No, I don't give a fuck about him.
But Turtle does bring up a good point. I heard there was speculation on there was some kind of announcement you had to make on Saturday. It was the announcement that you're not going anywhere regardless of the match, or is there something additional?
No, actually, that was to be the announcement.
Oh, nice.
But I decided to still here.
Ha! God, take that, Fan Axxess. God.
All right. So with that said, I'm actually going to probably put my foot in my own mouth with this.
Okay, Steve.
Yep. Because I've been thinking about it. So you have been a wonderful GM. Now I'm not trying to blow smoke up your ass or, start anything. You have been. Because you put together great matches, great shows. Fuck what Joey Roth says. But you'd have to be a blind person to not see what's going on with Undeniable. We've seen some of your actions, which is not very GM-like. Now, I'm going to try and say this as nice as possible. Maybe it's a little advice. Sometime this week, or maybe at the show on Saturday, talk to Steve. And I want you to ask him this question. What happens when a GM gets too hands-on and becomes too involved and becomes biased? Ask him what happens.
How about I don't?
How about no?
Because I believe I've already shown more success than Steve as a general manager.
If that's how you feel, fine. That's cool. But actions do have consequences. Remember that.
Oh, no, I fully understand that. I did go to college myself, and I always have understood that for every action is an opposite and equal reaction. But the question is, what was the first action that caused the reaction? Ponder on that one, my friend. Think back at everything. How long have we known each other, Turtle?
Quite a while.
Turtle. Mike, how long have we known each other?
For a couple years now.
Probably about a good 4 years where we've seen each other almost once a month, I would say, right?
Just about, yeah.
Have I ever shown any sign to you of not having the bigger brain, not seeing the bigger picture? Not to be that guy to my own home, to my own horn, because I'm legit not trying to for once. But when you have someone like that, what is he supposed to do? Just stand there and say, I'll just let the product go wherever it goes and hope for the best? Or do you look at the bigger picture and see what the bigger money payday is and do your best to try and get there? Now, have I gotten hands-on? Legit. All three of you. Have you seen me get hands-on, where I put hands on someone one time this show?
Nope.
Airstone has grabbed me. My hands never touched him. Mexico Ryan grabbed me by the throat. I grabbed the microphone. I could have easily hit either of them. What the end result could have been, who knows? That's neither here nor there.
It wouldn't have been classic.
But sorry, Travis, let me just keep going, buddy.
No, keep going. You're good.
But to ask someone what happens to a general manager when he becomes too hands-on, to a general manager that has not been hands-on. What do you want the answer to be, Mike? I'm sorry, but the question is kind of irrelevant. I get what you're going for. I get what you're looking for. And honestly, if I was in your shoes, I'd probably be asking the same freaking questions. But have I touched one person, Mike?
No, you haven't.
Even as a referee, unless I was provoked.
Well, if we're going to go that route.
Oh, but I did explain myself and my reasons.
You did. You did.
That goes right back to action to reaction. Mine was a reaction. It just happened later than it should have.
Okay. I am understanding. So this is the part where I go back in my shell and I just stay away from it.
Hey, Pac-Man.
Yes, Damien Saint.
That's how you cut a promo, kid.
Take notes.
Pac-Man, you got anything else you want to add to Rocket Pro, Fan Axxess, anything that's going on this Saturday?
Just come see the lovely Intoxicated Tailgate. Get inducted into L.I.M.
What is happening at this tailgate? Are you barbecuing?
Okay, guys.
Are you
I
playing
spent more
bags?
time. Again, I have a hot wife in the other room that I've neglected, and I'm gonna go have some fun. Later.
Take care, sir. I appreciate you coming on.
Always a pleasure.
Okay, Mr. Saint.
Classiness. Fucking classiness.
Sure.
So, what's going on at the tailgate? Tell me what's happening at the L.I.M tailgate.
So basically, we will be inducting different Rocket Pro Wrestling staff. Chet Gunderson, Chelsea Gunderson. 6 people will become full-fledged L.I.M members. There could be honorary inductions. There could be a lot of different things that we have planned that we haven't exactly announced yet. But it will be hosted by myself and the one and the only Tony Gabagool.
No Giggle Monster?
Well, the rest of the L.I.M will be in attendance doing different things during the time that we have, so we will all be present.
Who's all of you?
So it'll be myself, Tony Gabagool hosting, the Gila Monster, Dizzle J, and Tricky Nicky. So it'll be the main 5 L.I.M guys.
God. Well, at least you said main 5. It's unfortunate you didn't include Turtle in your group, but hey, that's cool.
Well, there is the wrestler wing of L.I.M. That's Hot Rod Daddy Andy and Turtle, who are both invited to the Lovely Intoxicated tailgate.
Of course I am.
Travis, you're also invited as well. And if you want to become honorary L.I.M, break some bread, fly some doves over St. Joe's Park, get a little peace between our two factions. I mean, that option remains open to you. You've had me on 2 shows. The least I can do.
I didn't have you on anything. I invited my guest. This is a proof of trust that I have in Nubby. And even though he keeps bringing the stray dog into the fucking house,
I gotta let my brother in.
I'm just a good-hearted fucking person.
Daddy would have told me I would have been grounded if I didn't let the brother on. So.
Nubby, you got anything else to add about Rocket Pro this Saturday?
No, just be there. Fan Axxess starts at noon. If you're gonna be there, Fan Axxess and the show, it's $25 for the front row, and then $20 for general admission. If you're not gonna be at Fan Axxess, but will be at the show, it's regular ticket prices. Front row is $20, general admission is $15.
I probably should have asked Damien before he got off, but Fan Axxess isn't only in that one little section in the entrance, right?
I think it'll be outside, actually.
It'll be all outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Different parts of the place.
Gotcha. Well, because I was thinking about everything, because I'm not sure what the weather's like this weekend, and I know they got that little corridor place where people set up their merch and things. Like, I hope to God they don't plan on doing Fan Axxess in that little small room.
No, it's supposed to be outside. So.
It would be hard to throw water balloons at No Coast indoors.
Well, I'll see if I
Which is
feel
a
like
real
putting
thing.
pants on Saturday and showing up. Like I said, I haven't really 100% decided. I gotta discuss more things with Damien and Saint and figure out what's going on. But, well, Damien's not here anymore, but I do appreciate him taking the time out to come on here. Pac-Man, thank you for being a guest on this show once again.
My pleasure, anytime.
Wasn't horrible, if that means anything to you.
I don't have anybody to high five this week, but if I did, they would.
You don't self high five?
I'll give you an air high five, Nubby.
Oh, DDP, bro. Nubby, self high five, bro.
Bang.
Fuck yeah. Oh. Tell people where they can find you on Facebook, bro. Well, I guess on social media in general.
So you can find us at the Lovely Intoxicated Men, Rocket Pro Wrestling Super Fans on Facebook. Again, we need 9 more likes to hit 200. And we need those 9 more likes before the end of Kicks on 66. May 7th, we will have a major announcement so long as we get 200 likes by the end of the show. We also have TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, we_R_the_LIM. And last but not least, we're on Tinder, so if you see one of us on Tinder, swipe right.
I don't think if I was on Tinder, I'd be looking for.
Well, if
I get what you're saying.
you know the thing.
When was the last time you looked at the L.I.M page, bro?
The last time I looked was before we got on.
You're at 202 right now.
Give me a second. Because we have 200, I know we have over 200 followers. But we also need 200 likes as well. Yeah, 210 follow, 191 likes.
No, I was fucking with you. Stupid.
He made you look.
You farting bastard.
Well, thank you for coming on. I do appreciate it. Guys, check out social media, see what people with ambition try to do, I guess. It's not any worse than fucking Santino, I'll tell you that much. He set the bar pretty fucking low, so.
Sometimes I look at those and I go, for fuck's sake, Santino. Oh no, that's every time.
Make sure you guys go over and like the L.I.M on Facebook so we can see what this announcement is, so I can talk about how much we can care less about it. Just because that's what I do, apparently. Make sure you follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, just by searching Just Freakin' Wrestling or the JFW Podcast. And you can listen to our show wherever you find your podcast, whether it be iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, Player FM. You can ask your Alexa fucking dot thing at home. Just search it. Wherever you do listen, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you rate, review us and everything, because it does help us all out. Nubby, that's all I got.
I think we can ring the bell on this episode.
Perfect! As always, I am Travesty.
I am Nubby the Amazing Turtle, Cowabunga.
Go ahead, Pac-Man, you can say it.
And I am PX, and that's the way the news goes.
And thank you for listening to another episode of Just Freakin' Wrestling, the JFW Podcast.